I never imagined that a simple road trip would turn into a nightmare that still haunts my dreams. It all started on a desolate highway in the dead of night. The moon hung low in the sky, casting eerie shadows on the deserted road ahead. My fuel gauge flirted with the ominous E, but I convinced myself I will make it to the gas station. As my car sputtered and jacked, I realized my miscalculation. The engine gasped its last breath, and I found myself stranded in the pitch black darkness. The only sound was the harrowing wind that whispered through the trees like a ghostly lament. I checked my phone. No signal. Panic set in as I contemplated my options. Abandoning the car was out of the question. The nearest town was miles away, hidden in the shroud of the night. Took a deep breath, grabbed my flashlight, and reluctantly stepped out into the chilly silence. The road seemed to stretch endlessly, flanked by thick woods that swallowed any hint of civilization. I hesitated, unsure of which direction to take. The eerie stillness was scattered by a distant rustling in the trees, causing me to jump. My flashlight flickered, casting elongated shadows that danced around me. Pressed on, my steps echoing through the desolation. A dim glow in the distance caught my attention. As I approached, a dilapidated gas station emerged from the darkness like a scepter passed. Its neon sign flickered weakly, spelling out, "Last stop," in eerie, uneven letters. The air felt heavy with a strange energy, as if the very essence of the place was suffused with an otherworldly presence. Cautiously, I pushed open the creaky door. A bell above jingled, breaking the oppressive silence. The interior was frozen in time, dusty shelves lined with ancient snacks. A faded calendar from a decade-long past, and a static-filled radio playing a haunting tune that sent shivers down my spine. Behind the counter stood an elderly man, his skin pale and eyes glazed over. He wore a faded uniform, a name tag reading "Old Joe." He greeted me with a vacant smile, his voice a raspy whisper that echoed through the empty space. "We're expecting you, stranger. We get foes like you every now and then." Unease crept over me, but desperation drowned my instinct. I stammered, explaining my predicament. Old Joe nodded knowingly, his eyes reflecting a hidden wisdom. "Out of gas, are you? Well, you are not the first. But here, time moves differently. You have to stay the night." Reluctantly, I accepted his offer of a small room in the back. As I lay on the creaky bed, shadows seemed to dance on the wall, animated by unseen forces. Sleep eluded me, replaced by an unsettling awareness of the silence that enveloped the station. In the early hours, I awoke to a strange sound outside my door. I cautiously opened it, revealing a group of spectral figures hovering in the dim light. Their eyes gleamed with an otherworldly glow as they whispered in hushed tones. Old Joe stood at their center, a sceptral conductor, orchestrating the Maccabee symphony. In a trance, I followed the ethereal procession to the gas pumps. The air crackled with an unsettling energy as they surrounded my car. A rhythmic chant filled the night, and the gas pumps trembled with an unnatural force. My car's tank filled, not with conventional fuel, but with a ghostly essence that shimmered in the darkness. Old Joe turned to me with a knowing smile. Lessons learned, stranger. Sometimes you pay a price for taking shortcuts in the realm of the unknown. Never underestimate the cost of convenience. With that, the sceptral assembly dissipated into the night, leaving me alone with my rejuvenated car. As I drove away from the haunted gas station, the first light of dawn painted the horizon. The desolation highway stretched before me, but this time I carried with me a lesson etched in the airy encounter of that unforgettable night. The cost of convenience is not always measured in dollars and cents. Sometimes it demands a piece of your soul.